Sheriff's office has asked us to evacuate because of this grass fire. With the fire, why aren't they doing something? Why aren't they going overhead with an airplane and dropping water?
I don't know, John. What should we do?
I'd want to wait and see if it gets over the hill, and if I see flames, then we'll go. How fast is it moving, I wonder? They're making us evacuate, but so far the wind is working in our direction. The wind is blowing it northeast, which is good, but they're standing in protection of our house here in case it shifts. But some of it's already gone onto the North Hill over there. Yeah, see, there's how big it is, how big the fire is. It's going all the way behind the hill there. And now they have the chopper out, getting a bird's eye view, but it's already down into the Box Canyon. And they said they have crews on either side. And the state people are going to come out and they're going to send a plane. Okay, here's a video. There you could see that there's a flame as close as somewhere back there in the vehicle. There is if you watch carefully, you'll see the flame pop up every once in a while. But you can see how it's gotten all up into the hill and stuff. So, we're just waiting. We're supposed to send a plane a half hour ago, but they haven't yet. We're just waiting. But as you can see, there's a flame right straight back. And that's definitely like less than about a third of a mile. Now the helicopters flying right over us. Send the plane! Send the plane! Send the plane! This big truck's here to give us structural support. It's filled with water. They said they would... Okay, listen up. A little review is in order here. The internet says basic civics is taught in all American high schools, but you wouldn't know it by the ignorance folks display in reaction to most political news. So it's important to understand what each branch of government and its institutions is responsible for in order to grasp the role that each plays, especially in matters of public safety like this fire. Each person you see in this video is acting out one of these roles in their own specialized area as public first responders from a branch of government, and it's important to know who they are and which branch and jurisdiction they represent so you can keep your facts straight. Remember, facts. Anyway, alright, so here in the United States, we have 4 basic branches of government: the federal, the state, and the county, and the local, which is the town or city you live in, or you might live in an unincorporated or a rural area like I do. And if that's the case, your address will be the nearest municipality, like in my case it's Maricopa, but you'll experience mostly county rule. If you have any fire department at all, it will be voluntary. And citizens are subject to the sheriff for law enforcement. We don't have police departments out here. It was the sheriff who first appeared, knocked on our door, and told us to evacuate. And he was probably ordered to do so from someone in a higher branch of government. Fortunately, my area did have a volunteer fire department, so they were the first to show up with a big load of water. Eventually, everybody showed up. This land all around here is primarily managed by the BLM, Bureau of Land Management, which is federal jurisdiction. I don't know when one of the things is leaving. I don't like that. That means that they're leaving us without protection. And my God, there's another truck down there. There's another one. John's talking to him. I guess he'll find out something, and then I'll find out something. But anyway, you can see where the main fire is now. Oh, it's right in the Vekol Wash. Do you see that? So far, you're okay, Steve. It hadn't crossed the wash, I don't believe. No, it hasn't. It's directly in front of your house now, as you can see. There's one side, one barricade. Doesn't look like there's any down on that part anymore. There's not much smoke coming from that part. It's all moved down here. Now, if you look up in the hill, thought he said something about it stopping once it got to the top of the hill. I don't know. I've never seen anything like this before. I'm feeling for the animals. Look, there's someone there's someone illegally four-wheeling. Of course, it's the rescue truck, but they better be legal. I mean, it better be fire people. I think it is. Okay. It's 8:09 p.m. There's still fire on the hill, and you know what? Finally, they got someone way back in the Box Canyon, and I'm glad because there's some little fires back there. I see kicking up, so somebody's back there. I can see the headlights, and they're coming in behind them, so that's good. But there's where it is now, and if it looks like it's coming anywhere, it's probably coming closer to the neighbors who have the generator on all the time. We found out that they never sent a plane because with all the wildfires going on in Arizona, they only had one plane available and its bucket wasn't working. So that's what happened. That's not good. I know where that is. The first East Wash. Oh, there's some beautiful stuff back there. That's where most of it is. Now, as long as the wind keeps on blowing north, we're okay, Steve. It is so weird looking. John won't get out of the car, but I had to. I was going to suffocate. He's still in the car with Wonder. I had to bring my cats back and put them inside the house. They were just right inside the door, but at least they're still in the crates, because it's always a struggle getting them into the crates. So they're inside where the cool air is, but they're in their crates. So car doesn't sound good. And all this time, would you believe that our car doesn't have AC? In fact, John was going to take it to the shop in a day or two, so when we were driving around, we didn't have AC, and it got up to 104 today, and then it's supposed to be even worse on Wednesday. So hopefully they'll get these wildfires under control. The worst thing is this grass. The grass is just, it's like a tinderbox. I don't know what those guys are doing down on the road there. I'm not going to send you this picture right now, Steve. I'm just not going to do it. I think you just flip out. You see that? See that one little flame? That's how come I know that it's crossed the Vekol. There's one little flame that's coming up. But it's still, I still think it's a little further east than your house. I wanted to say that there are vehicles out there between the fire and your house. So I don't know if you can see them. See, there's one out there right now. But I don't know if they've gotten, water back there yet. But I just letting you know that there are people up there keeping tabs on it. So it's not like there's nobody doing anything. Like I said, it looks like it's going further east. But it bugs me that we've got these flare-ups right there now. What are they gonna do? God. But if you look real close, you can see people out there right at that flame. They're combating it. They really are. They're doing something. Okay, it's 8:38 and another vehicle just drove up, but it's not a fire. Now there are people going over to your house right now, Steve. I see them. I see them over there. Now look up on the hill. Look up on the hill. There's another one up there. What is going on? Look at that one. There's one way up there. It looks like there's been more fire that's gone up the hill. Because there's nothing west of us anymore. It's just all right down there. Yeah, there's a lot of people coming down here now. I feel sorry for the animals. Yeah, it's on the side of the vehicle now. Looks like little bonfires on the hill. It looks like, tell you the truth, it looks like Beltane in the old religion. That's what it reminds me of. Past life memory, I guess. I gotta get a flashlight and try to see what's going on. Okay, Steve. Looks like the big flame missed your house, and they got the people out here in front of it. But there's another flame that's straight across the vehicle that it's kind of close by. Hopefully it won't come straight back. But look, isn't this weird? They have all the vehicles out on the road. The fire's not out on the road. The fire is here. Okay, Steve, so I'm standing right in front of your house, and they have a fire truck right here in your driveway, so you should be really happy about that. They have been protecting your house, but you can see that the flames are still just right over there. And there's still these weird ones over here on the bush. I mean, on the mountain. It's just weird. This is the funny part. Suddenly I was surrounded by this fire squad who couldn't for the life of them figure out how I got over there without being seen. I just explained how I went the back way and followed my fence line up to the neighbor's house so I could get a better read on the fire. I asked them if we could go back inside our house since most of the fire was out. They called the captain, who said any minute now and to wait for his signal. She said someone would come by and let us know. John waited, but I didn't. Looky there, we've got some Sonoran Desert Toads out. Aren't they cute? What's the cutie pies? That's the cutie pies. You don't know the trauma that's going on in the neighborhood, do you? No, y'all don't know what the trauma is. Oh, there's one over here too. There's a big one. Oh my goodness, look at you, you're a big one. You're a big one. So anyway, yeah, see, they're still wrapped all around here. We're waiting for word from the captain. They said any minute now we should be able to go back inside. Okay, all right, so I have to put water out here. Would you like to say something? Want to say something? Huh? Huh? Want to say something? Oh my goodness, you're so cute. It's about 10:30. And we still have some emergency vehicles out there. And I don't know why, except I still see some smoldering up on the mountain. So maybe that's what they're gonna stay out there until those are completely gone, which is really nice. Next morning, bright and early, the BLM guys were back out, I guess, just to check around and see how things were.
They're leaving. Well, they weren't. Yeah, they're leaving.
That's what I thought because I saw them moving cars around, but they were just making way for other cars. They got other people coming to join them to go out and do whatever they're going to do.
Backing up, making sure they don't hit my fence. Yeah, I think they're getting ready to go hiking. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like 8 guys out there now. Is that a woman? And 1 woman.
Can you imagine how hot and heavy this gear is? And their suits? And then all of a sudden we get the grand appearance of the helicopter. These white spots on the mountain are where saguaros or something burned down, where we saw those what looked like bonfires the previous evening. Now I think the chopper with the bucket, water chopper, became the star of the whole video. It was so much fun to watch. And he was doing this so fast, I knew he had to be getting his water just right across the street, which he was, it turns out. But he was going right over my house, right over it. And there were places out there that were still hot. And you could tell that because look at all that steam coming up. So there had to be something hot out there. I missed it, but he just came back with another bucket full. He must be somewhere around here where he goes down and they rig him up with a new one. That's the only thing I can tell. Well, there he is. It took him like less than 2 minutes. Gosh, definitely less than 5. Look at that. Yeah, that was less than 2 minutes. That is absolutely amazing. See, there he is again. There he goes. There he goes. Less than 2 minutes, he'll be back. This is an amazing operation to watch. Right there this time. I'm not supposed to be up here. I can't believe I made it. But I could tell you they were first dropping water like right straight out there. There we go. I could tell you where that is. I could tell you exactly where that is. Oh, he's over there doing another one. There, ooh, look at that. I guess that's the steam caused by the water hitting something smoldering. So it's definitely hitting something. I'm glad they're doing this.
What kind of that's a good picture, huh? Yeah, I'll be sure to get a still from that. I see some way down there. Yeah, I do. You can see them way down there. Look. See them? Hear those saws? They're working. They're working. They're earning their wages. See? They're doing things. I've climbed this hill. I've gone all around it. I know exactly where this helicopter is. I know this whole area like the back of my hand. I can tell you where he is, where the forks are, the wash, what strange little floral landscapes there are, weird shaped wood and everything. Burrows, I can show you where fox burrows are, tortoise burrows. I even know where a cave is. Nobody knows this area like I do.
That's because no one's been hiking it and protecting it like I have for the past 24 years. It's my backyard.
Yeah, you can see them too. They're cutting up that wood, but there's too much of it. You know, it's a losing war. Because I know how much wood is out there. You see that? You can see where it got burned way over there against the mountain. It must have been piles of brush in the vehicle that it was burning. I don't see any vegetation that got burnt, considering. But look, out there, the field, that path. The path going straight back to the first east wash, all the way back, following the east trail, that's what got burnt. You can see how it ravaged. I don't know how far down it got. So it looked like it came into the vehicle right there, which is where the caves are. Not the caves, the cliffs, where a beautiful desert tortoise named Gloria used to live. Yeah, so I don't know if it went straight back into the canyon, which it looks like it did because we saw it coming over the top of the mountain. It may have gotten to where the cave is, and I don't know if anything's living in the cave right now. I don't. Maybe when it cools down, monsoon season, I'll come out here and get a better look at things. But you can now see what burned. You could see it having started way down there and then coming. Okay, so this is where they're parked right now. That's the trailer that they use to bring the ore that they have out here. A little four-wheeler. And this turns out to be BLM Fire that's out here this morning, because this is BLM land. And then the other one is the BLM Fire Squad, is Arizona Phoenix District. That's what that says. So, good. I'm alive. I'm alive. Almost had heat stroke out there. Well, there it is. It's getting its water right there. No wonder it was so close. It was only taking 2 minutes. Today, it's June the 4th, I guess, and it's around 9:30, and they've got new people out there. Looks like they brought back an ATV. It says State Fire. Okay, this is the state people. It's the state of Arizona. State Fire is out here today, and I don't know what they're gonna do. It's around noon, and they're just trying to make sure everything's okay from their perspective, I guess. It's noon, and only 3 vehicles remain. The helicopter just flew over the house again, and it's making a wide circle. It went straight over there to the hills, and went behind the hills. Oh, I can see it. It's way over there now. Yeah, I don't know if it's like making last minute checks, just making sure everything's okay. Guess that's what he's doing. He's just going real low, really low, making sure everything's okay. Now he's gonna go to the other end where their fire got to. Oh, he's not going that far east. Look, he turned around. He turned around right there, and I'm wondering if that's as far as the fire got. So that's what he's doing. He's just making some last circles over the area, making sure everything's okay. No one has called me back still. Typical. I don't know anyone by name anymore. I used to be able to call certain people by name when I was working with my signs and stuff. Oh no, now see, he's gone way back to the other side of the hill there.
I finally got a phone call from Chris Wonderly of the BLM, and he writes, the Haley fire was identified as human-caused, but no more specific cause was determined. I'm told the likely culprits are motorized vehicles, cigarettes, or shooting. And that's what it is. So don't do those things when you're out there. Plain and simple. Those activities should be completely banned when you're out there on public land, because that land belongs to all of us.
Looks like they're getting food. They're leaving. They're leaving. They're gone.